they released FSD Beta, a huge difference in what has been available in full self-drive for Tesla. So this week, last week actually, they released it to a small audience of what Tesla calls safe drivers. I don't know what that is. I don't know how you characterize that. I got no idea. But they released full self-driving to mainly some residents in California, although there's been other states across that have received it. Casey, you knew the states. What were they? Outside of California?
Oregon, Florida, North Carolina, one in the Northeast, and that's it.
Okay. So a small amount of people have it. All these people are under an NDA not to share information about it. But yet, there's a ton of videos available right now that people can see. So it seems that Tesla is not really concerned about people talking about it if people are talking about it in a positive manner. No one has talked about it in a negative manner as far as I have seen to this point. There's been some talk about the videos showing people making left-hand turns, right-hand turns, easing into traffic, merging on the highway, residential streets, right down to people's neighborhoods, busy thoroughfares through cities, through rural areas. It's quite a gambit of different situations that people are using this FSD Beta in. And from the hours of video that's available now on YouTube, just look up FSD Beta, you'll come across it all. It seems that it's performing, someone described it as a 16-year-old with a driver's license. So it's cautious. It seems a little bit overcautious in certain instances. It's a little jittery every once in a while. There's been a documented video where they indicated that a left-hand turn was going to possibly turn into the wrong lane, so the person took control of the wheel. But it's still remarkable that they have taken this step with the public, with just this amount of safe drivers that they've identified. They're taking the data back. They're going to be examining it. People with the FSD Beta have the ability to press a button on the screen to indicate that there was a problem, to report it to Tesla immediately. And they're examining those things and modifying it on the fly, it appears. So Elon had indicated that if the test goes according to their plan, that they will just continue to roll it out a little further and further, giving it more access to more people as time goes along. And hopefully they would like to have it in a wider release before it becomes the end of the year. So that's only 2 months away. I'm not sure if it'll go that quickly. There's a lot of edge cases that they're going to have to solve for. There's a lot of instances in different cities and different traffic patterns that I'm sure their simulations were not able to solve for initially. We'll have to see as this goes along as to whether or not this is going to roll out under plan, or if there's going to be some issues. I just think it's exciting that they've actually taken that first step. They've stepped across the threshold, and now they're having to deal with the issues and circumstances that are happening in real life, and we'll see if they'll be able to handle this. We really don't know. It's new territory, and it's interesting to watch to see this starting to unfold in front of us.
The one thing I would be curious of is how would the car react, and would it recognize if it's being pulled over by a police officer?
It looks like it goes around bicyclists and it avoids pedestrians. It would seem to me that they. Somebody else also caught it giving way to an emergency vehicle on the side of the road rather than running into it like the current version does. So I would imagine that, like the first Google car getting pulled over we saw, it might do the right thing.
I wonder, Tony. That's a great question. That's something they probably could have solved for initially. That knowing that emergency vehicles are on the roads all the time, whether it's a police car chasing you or whether it's an ambulance or fire truck trying to get around you, those are certainly things that we as drivers run into all the time. So I would suspect that if well, here's a question. Here in Canada, all emergency vehicles have a kind of strobe on the front. To trigger traffic lights and things. I don't know if that happens in the U.S. as a standard operation, but certainly that would be something that the cameras could look for and ascertain if that's an emergency vehicle or not.
Yeah. And I'm just curious. I'm not insinuating that.
Or just maybe somebody who's really into disco.
True. Yeah. So at certain points it'll pull over, other times the large disco ball drops from the ceiling of the car and starts to spin.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't bite my upper lip. The white man dance.
So yeah, that is the huge news that's happened in this week in Tesla, and we are certainly watching with interest here on the outside, because of course the vast majority of people with Teslas are not getting their hands on this yet. It's something that is just regulated to the few at this point, and we'll have to see if it expands.
Did the price go up yet?
The price has not gone up yet. The price goes up tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay. If you're in the U.S.
If you're in the U.S.
If you're in another country, the price remains the same.
For now.
Because what they're saying is that the price will go up once it's been cleared by the regulators of that country, and you've got then a week after that point. So Tesla will let you know that you have a week to decide whether or not you're going to jump on that train or not.
It's awfully nice of them.
Yeah, if you're in another country, watch all the videos and then start your FSD savings account so you can just drop it in cash when it comes.